tennis took up a lot of my time, but then, as I mentioned, Mrs. Langsford and the theatre, and when I left school, I got into just the amateur theatre and did a bit of that sort of thing, and did a few radio bits and pieces and things like that. But that was good fun, and had a wonderful time. And I joined the repertory, but then about, I think the following year, a group that were getting a bit sick of having to put stodgy productions on, they broke away and formed the Theatres Associated, and they took me with them. And that was in Stowe Church, which is in town. It's in Flinders Street anyway, and there was a basement there, and that was our theatre. And then a few years later, we were getting into money troubles, and Dad helped out. So he donated some money, and so he became one of the sponsors, etc., which was really ridiculous, because unless it was a real comedy, he'd either sit there and go to sleep. So he wasn't much of a sponsor in that respect. But other than that, he was very good. But then, of course, I shifted to Melbourne, and that was the end of that part. But then, looking back, I did have another bit of the thespians when my children started at Stradbroke School, the Mothers Club. I was on the Mothers Club there, and I think it must have been the Clubs Association decided they was going to have a competition of all the state primary schools, Mothers Clubs. They all had to put on some sort of an item, whether it be singing or dancing or whatever, and somebody decided that it'd be a good idea if they put on a play, like a little short sketch. And as they are the only one that even been on a stage, I was landed with the job of doing directing, you see, with these, and none of them had been on a planet, but they were so good. They did as they were told, and and we finished up winning, actually, the thing. And we were invited back the next year, and we did another one, and they were gorgeous little play. They're just sketches, etc. But we had a lot of fun with that, and that was the last time that I had anything to do with that sort of thing.